In nearly breaking news, we join Realtor Lynn O'Donnell's pre-recorded press conference.
Yes. Yes, Reagan, back there. What was your question again? What piece of advice would I give somebody who's new to moving to town as a realtor? Okay, well, that's a great question. Let's see, one piece of advice would be to find a place to live. Probably an apartment or a townhome, okay? Yeah? Yeah. Why would I find an apartment or a townhome? That's a great follow-up question. I'm really glad you asked. So, just so everybody here knows, I firmly believe anytime you move to a new city, you should rent for at least 6 months. I know as a realtor, it really doesn't make much sense for me to say that, except for the fact that you don't know the town. Unless you've lived here before, but if you're brand new to a city, you don't know the town. So rent for 6 months, learn about the city, learn about where your job is going to be in relationship to all the different neighborhoods, communities, hospitals, and schools. If you have kids, man, school, that's a big thing. So, rent, enjoy the time as much as you can moving, because Lord knows, that's a lot of stress just in itself, but I'd rather do it twice than like 3 or 4 times because you can't seem to find the right house. So, take the time, be methodical about it. My second piece of advice, in case you all want to know, would be to find a good realtor. One who's not pushy, one who seems to care about you, that you connect with. That's a big thing because this is a relationship you're building. Because you're trusting that person with their skills and knowledge to understand what you're saying and to find you a house that fits those needs and wants that you're going to live in for the next, 5, 10 years. I know some people who have bought one house and they've stayed in it for 20 years. So, a good realtor is very important. All realtors have to pass the same test. What they do after that test is what separates the good ones and the not so good. Look for somebody who continually tries to educate themselves on the market. From extra education classes, designations, one who's always out in the market, okay? One who can tell you what's going on in the market. In 2021, there is a plethora, and I mean a plethora, of realtors. Everybody's trying to get into the market. The average, according to NAR, last year, the average realtor sold 2 houses. So, find a place to live, enjoy the city, get to know the city, get to know the school systems, okay? Then get with a realtor, learn about the realtor, make a relationship with that realtor, and that realtor should make a relationship with you too. Find the house that you want, find a house that meets your needs, your wants and desires, something that you can grow with, that you can raise your family in. Okay, that's all the time we have there. Thank you very much, y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Well, tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why?